credit repair, disputing online, giving up your rights to sue. We will talk about that today and answer any questions that you might have while I am doing certified letters. So if y'all do have any questions, leave them in the live chat. Do need to share the live with some people. And if y'all don't mind, share this everywhere that you can. So many people are disputing online because of what these scammers and other people are telling them to do. So give me just a minute to share the live. But the amount of misinformation online it's crazy. But most consumers don't know that they're giving up their rights when they dispute online. Just got to share this with a few others. Remember, if y'all have any questions, just leave them in the live chat. I need to put my phone number in there as well. I think that's everybody. Yes. All right. Wait and see if some people hop on here. Oh, give me 1 second. So when you dispute online, you are giving up your right to sue the credit bureaus. And that's not smart because, as most of you probably already know, just from watching my channel, sometimes the only way to get negative items removed from your credit report is by suing the credit bureaus and or creditors. So why would you want to give up your rights by disputing online? Let me start real quick. Hold on. Well, I wasn't even typing anything. All right, I just started a poll, so if y'all will go vote on that. Again, I do have a lot of work to do this morning, so I will be doing that. But if y'all have questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. Be more than happy to answer your questions. A lot of misinformation when it comes to disputing, especially disputing online. But yes, if you dispute online, you give up your rights, many of your rights, and the main one being you can no longer sue them, which is smart on their behalf if you think about it. But people that are either scammers or just simply not knowledgeable about credit repair will tell you to dispute online. And that is the worst advice anybody can give you when trying to fix your credit. That's whether you're trying to do it yourself or whether you pay somebody. If they say they're disputing online, run. Run for the hills. But again, I'm mainly going to be working this morning. So if y'all do have questions, leave them in the live chat. But again, the only thing you should ever dispute online is personal information: names, address, birth date, social security numbers, jobs, phone numbers. That's it. Don't dispute negative accounts. And if anybody disagrees with me, please put it in the live chat. Let's see. So far, we have 3 votes, and everybody has said no. So just waiting on our favorite scammer to show up and vote yes, because I'm sure he will be by at some point. And I need to shift this up a little bit. Again, put any question that y'all might have in the live chat, and I'll be happy to answer it. One second, y'all. Surely somebody has a question this morning. Still got 3 votes. If y'all don't mind, vote. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this live everywhere that you can. Hello, Vanessa. I figured you was here. Just keep it low. That's fine. I actually wasn't going to go live, but I figured I got all this work to do. I might as well go live. A lot of pages too. A lot of negative items. Which means a lot of postage. The more pages, the more the postage. But one reason why it's so many pages is because, again, we're putting the screenshots on there. So I had a few people that signed up. And what we typically do is if you have more than 14 or 15 negative items, we don't put the screenshots on there. But that made some of you unhappy. So now it doesn't matter how many negative items you have. We're going to put the screenshots of the credit report on every single letter. But yes, disputing online is the worst thing you can do when it comes to disputing negative accounts, because you are waiving your right to sue the credit bureaus. And I know everybody's favorite scammer, Pinnacle Credit Repair, gets on here and states you don't give up your rights. It literally tells you on the websites when you dispute online. So you can believe the scammer or you can believe the bureaus. That's totally up to you. It's a pretty easy one for me, who I'm going to believe. But again, no, you should never use ChatGPT to dispute anything. That's a great point that you bring up, because I was watching this lady on TikTok, and she's telling you go to ChatGPT and draft up a dispute letter. Now, obviously, this lady here was teaching people how to commit fraud. So you're basically telling ChatGPT to type up a letter using Section 605B of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which means block negative information from your credit report due to identity theft. And she's also telling you to go ahead and put all of your personal information in there. That way you don't have to copy and paste it in there from your another software or anything. The problem with that is whenever you do that, now your personal information is being leaked. You're literally giving ChatGPT permission to leak your information. As crazy as that sounds. So no, never use ChatGPT. Use a Word document, or find you some credit repair software that you can afford and use that. Also, when you draft letters using ChatGPT, remember ChatGPT is AI, artificial intelligence. The bureaus use AI, artificial intelligence. So some would argue, well, it's good to use artificial intelligence against artificial intelligence. No, they can tell it's artificial intelligence, and that's the main issue. But trust me when I say, scammers are going to tell you to use ChatGPT because it does all the work for you. And they're going to also tell you to dispute online. But remember, when they dispute online, they're teaching you how to commit fraud. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I want to see if I can bring something up here. I don't remember how to log into, I don't think I've ever logged into TikTok on my Mac. So let me think of the lady's name and show you some of the stuff that they're doing. Let me see if I can figure out how to log in. Oh, I think I can do it like this right here. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to figure something out. I do believe this is going to work. And yes, it actually worked. All right, now I've got to figure out how to. Now I've got to remember which the name of the lady's account that was teaching you how. Oh, I think it's Credit Cousin. No. Okay, well let's do this anyway. Let's see. It says the legal 4-day sweep. So let me share this with y'all if I can. All right, everybody can see this, I'm assuming. But just let me show you how these people are trying to make you think that credit sweeps are legal.
Show credit in 4 business days, but you don't want to do no illegal shit. Come here, cuz. I got you. First things first, let's understand how Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian are not credit bureaus. They are credit reporting agencies.
And for anybody who doesn't know, they can be called credit bureaus and credit reporting agencies.
Regular for-profit companies who are buying, selling, and trading your personal information for monetary gain without your consent.
Let me stop it right there. You gave them all the permission they need to share your information when you signed up for those accounts. So let's just get that straight and out of the way to start with. Let's continue.
Cousin, that's the legal definition of identity theft. You cannot buy, sell, or trade someone's personal information for monetary gain without their consent. Yet, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian do it every day and have become massive multi-billion-dollar companies by doing exactly that. So, now that we understand that we were victims of identity theft.
You're not a victim of identity theft. You gave them permission when you signed up for those accounts. And let me tell you something that's even crazier. I don't know if it's this lady. I think it may be another lady, but they're claiming that you can use the identity theft and then sue them if they don't remove it. Well, here's where you're going to have an issue in court. If you've got to prove you're a victim of identity theft. So you've got to prove that you did not open those accounts. And guess what? If you did, the banks know you did.
At the hands of the credit reporting agencies, we can leverage this law right here, 15 USC 16.
And what that law means is they have to block information on your credit report due to identity theft. Listen, you cannot say that they're selling your personal information for monetary gain without your permission to sweep your credit report. This law is for people who are real victims of identity theft, meaning somebody stole their personal information and opened a credit card, bought a car, whatever, and it charged off. That's identity theft. You can't just use this because you want it off. I mean, obviously you can. They're literally teaching you how to do this on TikTok.
81 C-2 that mandates for them to block or delete the information if they cannot verify it. But we know they're never legally verifying anything.
It does not mean that they block it if they can't verify it. If you don't believe me, go to Google and type in 15 USC 1681 C-2. It's going to tell you that they have 4 days to block information on your credit report due to identity theft. Again, if you don't believe me, go to Google. If you don't believe Google, reach out to an attorney that's in this industry. They're going to tell you the same exact thing.
We know that they sent the account information to the data furnisher to verify, which is their business partner. That's unlawful. Because the law says that the investigation has to be fair and equitable. And what's fair about them sending some shit to their business partner to verify? Who did they speak?
Where are they supposed to go to verify this information? The amount of, I don't want to say stupid, but uneducated people when it comes to credit and credit repair is just mind-blowing.
To on your behalf. Okay, so that's first things first. We understand that they're never legally doing a proper verification per the FCRA. So that leaves them one other option, which is to block and delete the information within 4 business days. But if you want them to comply with the FCRA and block and delete that information in 4 business days, you have to be in compliance as well. So some documents that you need to submit.
Notice what she just said. You have to be in compliance as well. You're automatically not in compliance because you are lying and committing fraud.
But don't worry about it. I got you.
She got
You
you.
have to submit letters disputing every account that you want deleted with the account name and the account number. Then you want to submit a copy of your ID, driver's license, social security card, and your proof of address. You also have to submit a copy of your identity theft report. If you don't know how to do that, don't worry about it, cuz join our community. I give you screenshots, step-by-step instructions on how to do that properly, okay? Because it is required for you to get 4-day results. But if you know how already, you're going to take the identity theft report, your supporting documents, and your dispute letters right on over here to the CFPB portal. Now, for those who don't know about the CFPB is the only
Thanks,
credit bureau
Joe. I
in America,
appreciate
the
that.
big dogs. They run this shit. Cousin, you don't even have to leave your house or pay for the certified postage and wait for the little green slip to be returned. Do this from your home. The CFPB is going to electronically submit the information over.
Yeah, do it from your home so they can track your IP address and know that it's you that's committing fraud. That's excellent advice, by the way. Just kidding.
To Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian for you. Once you receive that email from the CFPB notifying you that the company has received your complaint, that's when the time starts to tick. And per 15 USC 1681 C-2, they have 4 business days, not 15, not 30. Never do they ever get 60. They got 4 business days to block and delete that information. Now, we're not going into 2026 with fucked up credit. So don't leave this post confused. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. I got you. If you need step-by-step instructions on how to fill out these reports, I got you. Go ahead and join our community. I give you screenshots. We go live every week. If you have any questions, that's the only place where you could DM me directly. But not only do I show you how to fix your credit, I show you how to leverage that credit and go get that big bag, because we're not being broke in 2026 either. So save this video for later because you're going to need it. Comment if you have any questions about anything that I said. Share this to somebody who needs to fix their credit like yesterday. But most importantly, meet me in the community where we getting that big bag. I'll meet you there, cousin. So,
all right. Anyway, anybody have any questions about this video? Please leave them in the live chat. Especially if you think what she's saying is legal. Anyone who has a real conversation with Dave will find out what's really needed to get your credit fixed legally and will not get reversed due to fraud and lies. Yes, 100%. The main thing you should be doing when trying to fix your credit, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you hire a company like mine, make sure that they're doing things the legal way and the right way. You don't want them disputing online. You don't want them claiming identity theft. You don't want them saying you're a victim of the data breach. You don't want them saying you're selling my personal information for monetary gain without my written consent. Dumbest thing you can do. I'm not going to call this lady dumb, but she's giving some very dumb information out. And if y'all want to believe people like this, that's fine. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you one bit. I'm trying to save you the heartache of not just getting in trouble, but not being able to sue these people. These scammers, because that's what this lady is a scammer. I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings. What they're doing now is they're selling courses teaching you how to do this yourself so it doesn't fall on them. But the fact that they're teaching it, they still have to follow credit repair laws. If the right person sees this type of content, they will go after them right away. I can promise you that. When attorneys work on your stuff, you get that peace of mind knowing that the bureaus and other businesses cannot come back at you trying to bully you because the attorneys stop the nonsense. Yes, you're absolutely correct. And if we sue, let's just say, for example, we sue Discover and they reinsert it on your credit report. Well, guess what? Now we're going to sue them for up to 4 times the amount that we sued them for the first time. In other words, once you're out of the program, if they reinsert that stuff, you're going to get right back in the program for free. We're not going to charge you anything, and we're going to sue them for more money. Is this class taught at the Learning Center in Minneapolis? I really don't know. I really have no idea where any of these people are from. I just know that they're on here teaching people how to commit fraud, and it's not right. Obviously, some consumers are desperate, so they fall for these 4-day sweeps. And it is fraud, because if you signed up for those accounts, you gave them permission to report these items, whether negative or positive, to the credit reporting agency. They're not bureaus. You can call them bureaus, trust me. They go by bureaus, they go by credit reporting agencies. And also, if anybody is interested in our services, in the top of the live chat, the links for our standard credit repair as well as our litigation-backed credit repair are there. Just click on them and fill out the personal information to get started. It doesn't take but a minute. If y'all want to watch this video again, just let me know. Or if you want me to find another video with somebody teaching you how to do this scamming stuff, I would love to share this information with y'all. Plus, y'all can watch it while I'm doing my work. So just put it in the live chat, play the video again, or play a different video, because there's a lot of people on here teaching you how to do these credit sweeps and claiming that they are legal. I promise you, no matter what anybody's telling you, it is 100% fraud what these people are teaching you how to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, if you are a real victim of identity theft, then you can use these laws to your advantage. That's what they're designed for. They're designed for people who are actual victims of identity theft. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. So legally, as a business, I've been doing this since 2020. So I started working on mine in 2016. So I have right at 10 years of experience, not as a business, but fixing credit in general, because obviously I had to fix my credit first. But if y'all want me to pull up another video of somebody else that's teaching this stuff, I could literally stay live all day long and just show y'all video after video after video of these scammers teaching you how to commit fraud. So let me stop sharing, and I'm going to find another one. It's very easy to do. No, they are not, and they're just copying everybody else. Okay, I found another one. So let's go. Legally, he says, legally remove everything in 4 days and get an 800 credit score. I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. Not sure if you've seen this kid before, but I've actually seen him on YouTube as well. And the amount of people in here actually commenting, getting scammed is just mind-blowing. but let's have a listen at what he's got to say. And I can't hear it for some reason. Let's see.
Your credit score. So trust me when I tell you I know what I'm talking about.
1 second.
Now, I know you want to get approved for some funding. This is how you remove everything off your credit in 4 days and get an 800 credit score. And you see the 800 credit score. So trust me when I tell you I know what I'm talking about. Now, I know you want to get approved for some funding, but first you got to clean your credit. You can go to myannualcreditreport.com. After you found all the negative items on your credit report, you can go straight to ChatGPT. ChatGPT then gonna make you a dispute letter. You're gonna take that dispute letter and you're gonna go to the BBB and submit a complaint, and you're gonna go to the CFPB and submit a complaint. After you submitted a complaint with both the agencies, what you're gonna do to take that next step is you wanna make sure you send that letter to the credit bureaus. Now pay attention, because this last part is gonna get you the results. You're gonna use the law 15 USC 1681B, permissible purpose. And I can guarantee that all that negative stuff on your credit report is gonna get wiped off. Because the credit bureaus don't have your permission to report those negative items. So therefore, you can get them deleted. If you want me to help you remove all the negative items off your credit report so you can get some funding, click the link in my bio and get signed up. Or you could DM me 800. This is how you
It's everywhere, y'all.
In 4 days
it's everywhere.
and get an 800 credit score.
Let me find another one. Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people are sweeping everything and starting all the way over. Hold on, I'm trying to find y'all another one. That one lady's on here a gazillion times. Oh, this one. Oh my, no way. You're lying. It says they can't arrest all of you. Wait, hold on. Now this one's worth sharing. It literally says delete everything from your credit report in 4 days. They can't arrest all of you. Y'all, I'm not making this up. This is not fake. This is not AI. I'm sharing my screen directly from TikTok.
Be able to repair your credit in 4 days, get everything deleted, and see it come back in 6 months. So yes, there is a law that was passed that allows you to fix everything, but the everything would need to be inaccurate, inconsistent, or clearly not yours. Now, there is a law that is often utilized to do a credit sweep, where you would include it in your dispute letter. You'd go get an FTC report, which is an identity theft report. You would submit it over, honestly, through the CFPB. And then in about 4 to 7 days, maybe, you'll see those accounts that were included come off of your credit report. Now, what happens after that is that the credit reporting agency will actually reach out to the creditor and say, hey,
Yes,
Joe Blow said that these accounts aren't theirs and they've been a victim of identity theft, so we've blocked them. Block, not delete. At that point in time, the creditor has the opportunity to go ahead and start their own internal investigation.
Okay, so I think this lady may possibly be like me in exposing the credit sweeps. But if hopefully y'all heard what she said, they're blocking the information. They're not actually deleting it from your credit report. I believe that's Maurice. I could be wrong. But I think she's doing like me and exposing it.
During this investigation, they're going to go about getting all the evidence that they need. So if you have a credit card where you linked your checking account in order to pay that bill, the same thing with your auto loan. There's various bills that cannot be paid with credit cards, things like that. They're going to provide that, certify it, and give it back to the credit reporting agency to say, no, these are Joe Blow's accounts. Now, internally, although the credit reporting agency is never going to look at you and say, liar, what they are going to do is make a note that you have gone ahead and submitted an identity theft claim, and it's going to be harder for you to try to dispute anything in the future because they are already making a mental note not to believe you. That process is called reinsertion. There's also a legal way to go about reinsertion. So despite the fact that you do the credit sweep, if they don't do the process to reinsert properly, that is grounds to dispute, yes. But if they do everything properly, then the reinsertion disputes likely won't work and you'll be stuck with those negative accounts put back on your credit report.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing this one, but I am glad that she's actually giving good information. That is really good, because most of these people on here are not giving good information whatsoever. So I guess we'll pull this lady up again. It says, this doesn't work. It's meant for people who had identity theft. She's responding to a comment. Now, this is the same lady as before, but a different video.
Equifax Treasury and Experian really got y'all treat. So let me take this from the top for those in the back who couldn't hear me. So let me give you the law again, because this is what the Congress said, baby, not me. Let me give you the law to show you how to swipe your credit report in 4 business days. Look this up in ChatGPT. This law is referred to the block and delete method. This mandates Equifax Treasury and Experian to do a fair investigation, verify the accounts, block and delete them if they cannot do so, which they never do so. They never, ever, ever legally verify these accounts.
First of all, they're not deleting it, they're blocking it, because you're claiming to be a victim of identity theft. And the reason the stuff comes back is because, yes, by law, they have to do this within 4 business days, but they're still going to do an investigation and reach out to these creditors to find out if you're a real victim of identity theft or you actually signed up for these accounts. And then guess what? Reinsertions start happening and all these negative items come right back on your credit report.
They literally tell you, we sent the information to the data furnisher, their business partner, who verified the information is accurate. Baby, that's not a fair investigation. What's fair about them just reaching out to their business partner to verify some information?
Excuse my language, but who the hell else are they going to reach out to verify this information? If they're not reaching out to the creditor who you signed up for the account with, who are they supposed to reach out to?
That's like you applying for some shit that you know good and goddamn well you do not qualify for. So you got your Uncle Elroy on standby who's going to verify whatever the fuck you put on that application. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, so don't get to acting crazy. And that's unfair. That's against the law. That's they people. They can't do that. So that's one thing. And then here's another thing that's very, very important. Equifax, Treasury, and Experian are not credit bureaus. Huh? They are not credit bureaus. They are credit reporting agencies. They are regular for-profit companies who are buying, selling, and trading our personal information for monetary gain without our consent. Because that's the legal definition.
First of all, it's not the legal definition of identity theft, and you gave them permission when you signed up for these accounts. I don't know why people aren't seeing past what these scammers are teaching you.
Of identity theft. Identity theft is when someone buys, sells, and trades your personal information for monetary gain without your consent. And that's exactly what Equifax, Treasury, and Experian does. And that's exactly how they have become.
That is not what they do. When you signed up for an account with Discover, you gave them permission to report this to the credit bureaus, whether positive or negative. They have a right to report it. And guess who gave them permission? You.
Massive multi-billion-dollar companies by bartering your information. We talked about this. There's only one credit bureau in America. It's the CFPB, the big dogs. Comment CRA in the comments if you was today years old and when you found out that Equifax, Treasury, and Experian were not credit bureaus. They like to call themselves bureaus because they know that when we hear the term bureau, we think of shit like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, some FBI, some federal shit, some shit that we know we don't want to fuck with. So we're going to take our power back and we're going to call them by their name. We're going to call them who they are. Credit reporting agencies, regular for-profit companies like the local McDonald's up the street. So if you ain't going to let McDonald's play with your big back order, stop letting Equifax, Treasury, and Experian play with your consumer reports, baby. That's your livelihood. And hey, yo, cuz, I ain't even mad at your little comment. Because clearly, you're not in our free community seeing our cousins flexing them big body results while you talking about this ain't working, baby. It's over 2,000 people in that free community. Get in there. Go see the people. Now go grab that course like the rest of your cousins and go swipe your credit report in 4 business days. And then you gonna come back and say thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Do y'all have any questions about this? Y'all, please let me know in the comments if y'all think what she's saying is true. Maurice, thanks for stopping by. As far as I know, no, it can be sold as many times as possible, but each time it's sold, it does not restart the statute of limitations. But debt collections are my attorney's favorite thing to go after. It's so easy to get debt collections removed through the legal process. And that is my attorney's favorite thing is FDCPA, which is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. If y'all want me to play another one of these amazing videos, please let me know. I enjoy watching them. Sometimes I sit there and just laugh and laugh and laugh because the amount of people that fall for this is just mind-blowing. It really is. But hey, I always say at the end of the day gonna end. No, at the end of the day, it's y'all's money. You spend it however you would like. And if you would like to pay these scammers, you go right ahead. Joe, that's a great question. So it depends on if you signed up for the litigation-backed credit repair or the standard credit repair. So for the standard credit repair, it's typically within the first 2 to 3 months. Now on the litigation-backed credit repair, if you don't have collections, well, whether you have collections or not, you're probably not going to see anything till round 4 through 6. Yes. So MOA Adventure has been dealing with identity theft. And we started out, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, just doing the regular disputing. And then once we realized that you were a victim of identity theft, we switched you to the litigation. I believe it's been a year now since you've been in the litigation MOA. I could be wrong. That's going to be myfico.com. Yeah, the best program we offer is the litigation. The problem that most consumers have with it is, one, it takes a long time to get started with the disputes, and two, it's going to take a minimum of 12 months. But it is, bar none, the best program you can get in because you have nothing but attorneys working on your credit, start to finish. And for those of you wondering which program's right for you, if you have the time, litigation-backed credit repair or pre-litigation credit repair is the best, bar none. However, if you're needing to try to get approved for a car or a house within the next 6 to 12 months, then you need to sign up for the standard credit repair. And when you sign up for the standard credit repair, within 24 hours of signing up, we will have all your disputes completed, all your CFPB complaints done, and all your certified mailing done as well. Yes, that is what I thought. And MOA can attest to how long it takes to actually get started. Now, his is identity theft, so it's a lot longer than the standard, or not the standard, but the regular pre-litigation credit repair. But identity theft cases typically pay a lot of money to the consumer. So another thing I get asked a lot is, there's other companies that say they offer litigation-backed credit repair, and they're able to sue a lot faster than we are, but they're not getting any big money. They're barely getting anything, and their payouts to the consumer is, excuse my language, damn near nothing. So it's better to wait a little longer. You're going to get better results, more money in your pocket, and more debts waived. Well, I do have to do the envelopes, Joe, because that's what I do for the standard credit repair, is the CFPB complaints and the certified mailing. I'm literally working on one as we speak. Let me cover up the consumer's information, but yes, I'm literally working on certified letters now. I don't have near as many to do now because most people are in the litigation-backed credit repair because they want the best results, they want to get money, and they want to get debts waived. Not everybody does. Yeah, and the CFPB can be hard to deal with. So just so most of you that don't know this, all the CFPB is doing is forwarding your complaint to the credit bureaus. I'm sorry, credit reporting agencies. I hope she didn't hear me say that. Oh yeah, now listen, in 2021, I got talked into switching to Metro 2 using Prodigy Surge. Listen, I went through printers so fast because some of those letters are 50 to 100 pages long. You're going to retire after my program? Hey, I hope you can. Listen, we had somebody get last year $175,000. And that's how much the consumer got. That's not the total before the attorney. That's after the attorney's fees. And of course, not everybody's going to get paid that much. In fact, not everybody's going to get paid. Most people do get paid, especially if you have collections. So, Joe, the thing with that is most consumers are still getting those. Even some of my clients get them. But here's the thing. Here's proof that they are actually investigating. So a lot of my clients will get those and then they still get deletions. So it's not possible that they're ignoring the disputes if we're still getting deletions. They just want the consumer to think that they're not going to, so they'll stop trying to fix their credit. Yes, sir. Yeah, their goal with that is in hopes that you're going to give up on trying to fix your credit. Because let's face it, they do not want you to fix your credit. Yeah, the credit game was something else. So many people fell for that scam. And I think they were making like $65,000 or $66,000 a day, which is mind blowing in my opinion. But people were paying it. People were paying their outrageous fees, and they were trying to hide behind credit education and then giving you the credit repair for free. But what a lot of people don't know is they had a person on the inside at 2 of the 3 credit reporting agencies who were making sure items got deleted for the clients that Mike was sending in. Yes, a bankruptcy is the hardest thing to remove, and also late payments on open accounts. That's because it's so easy for them to verify. Maurice, if you are on here, yeah, have a good one, man. Never did get a Lambo. Yeah, I don't think anybody got a Lambo. I think Mike was the only one that got a Lambo. If anybody has any questions, please leave them in the live chat. Maurice, if you're on here, I did get your text message, and I am about to stop what I'm doing and check real quick. I literally just did your certified letters. And I think your wife's name is Julie. And let me make sure I read your question right, because yeah, so it just depends on how quick the CFPB responds. But I'm looking at your wife's, Julie. Her complaint IDs were done on the 10th. So they were done 9 days ago. Let me see if I'm logged in on this computer. I don't think I am. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to check something. Yeah, her complaints are done. I'm sitting here downloading her dispute letter now. Yes, with her documents. Yeah, everything is there on the CFPB website. And looks like we used the email that you put on file, the hello, not the Apple, just so you know. No, you're very welcome, Morris. Very welcome. And again, yours have been filed as well. When I get off the live, I will send you pictures of the certified tracking. Now, if you try to track them right when you get them, it's not going to go through because I have not been to the post office. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I always send a picture of the tracking number to consumers before I go to the post office. And sometimes they'll say, hey, I can't even track this. And that's why, because I haven't actually went to the post office yet. Anybody have any questions, or does anybody want to see any more of these scammers talk about credit sweeps? I enjoy watching them. But again, I know this live was supposed to be about online disputing, and that is the worst thing you can do. Never dispute online. Yes, sir. You're very welcome. I hope you have a great day. Just text me if you have any questions, Maurice. I got to finish this, and then I got 2 more letters, and then I will probably be hopping off of here. So if y'all do have questions, please let me know now. Again, the link to sign up for our standard credit repair services with the CFPB complaints and the certified mailing are in the top of the live chat. If you want the litigation back credit repair, that link is in the live chat as well. We would love the opportunity to help you with your credit, doing things the right way and the legal way. No FTC reports, no police reports, no identity theft, no data breach, none of that BS that everybody else is teaching you to do. Since I got one more, 2 more after this, I'm going to find us another good one to watch. Because again, I really enjoy watching these videos. I get a kick out of them. All right, so this one is five at a time with the FTC report. Let's watch another one, shall we? Legal steps. This one says legal steps.
You want to sweep your Experian credit report. Cool. This is how you do it in less than a week. Now, the first thing you want to do is go and see if your information was exposed.
All right. Keep in mind, they have 30 days to respond to your disputes. So just keep that in mind.
In the Equifax data breach. Yes, the Equifax data breach. Now go over to the Equifax data breach website and see if your information was impacted. And once you get confirmation that it was impacted, you can use that reasoning for Experian as well, because there's no telling what people could do with your information. Once something reports to one credit bureau, it reports to another. That's just how that works. And that's why
Not
you
always.
do that. Now, once we have that determination, take a screenshot of the confirmation screen that says that you were impacted. Now, the second thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Experian's website and determine what accounts we're trying to dispute. And once you make note of those accounts that you're trying to dispute, inquiries as well, whatever you're trying to dispute on the report, you want to go over to identitytheft.gov and file a FTC report. Now, on the identitytheft.gov website, it asks what's your reasoning for filing the FTC report. So you're going to choose the option that says my information was exposed in a data breach. Now, once you file the FTC report with all the information and all the accounts that you want disputed, you go over to Experian's website and you upload that affidavit letter that is also notarized. You upload your ID copy, bill copy, and a social security card copy. And also make sure you upload that screenshot that says that you were impacted. And if you really want to do a little extra, you can also go to Google and type in FCRA 605B and print out the actual law regarding it and upload that as well. And that's literally it.
Yes.
Also, if by any chance your information was not exposed in the Equifax data breach, you can go to this website right here to see if your information was exposed in any type of data breach. Now, once you have everything uploaded and filed, that's literally all you need to do. And yes, you can definitely do this via mail, but certified mail only. Okay, you want to sweep your Experian credit report. Cool. This is how you do it.
Okay, that was it. Any questions about this video or any of the other videos? Because most of us probably were impacted by the Equifax data breach. Sorry for laughing. The problem is, what does the data breach have to do with negative accounts that you signed up for? Can somebody please tell me in the live chat what the data breach has to do with accounts you signed up for? Has nothing to do with the data breach. All right, so far we had 8 people vote, and everybody said no. So that's good. That means all 8 of you are educated enough to know that it is a bad idea to dispute online, which is great. That is really, really good. Yeah, disputing online is the worst thing you can do. And that is exactly what these people are teaching, is to dispute online. So since I've got 2 more still, let's find another one. Now this one even went to the, this is amazing. I love it. Now notice he's pulling up the law for you. Block of information resulting from identity theft.
The credit report in 4 business days. This law states that any items on your credit report that you don't recognize, you can remove within 4 business days. So you're going to go to this.
Notice he said that you don't recognize. So he's already telling you this is for people that are real victims of identity theft, but that's not what they're teaching you. So let's continue.
Website, identitytheft.gov. You're going to go ahead and make a complaint form. List all the accounts that you don't recognize on your credit report. Then you're going to come back and use this law, put it in ChatGPT, tell it to write you a dispute letter referencing this law and all the accounts that you highlighted that you do not recognize on your credit report. Then you're going to go to this website and you're going to go ahead, it's called the CFPB. You're going to go ahead and submit a complaint on this website with the dispute letter.
You're leaving such a trail for all this fraud you're committing. The FTC, the CFPB, if you mail in the disputes, just keep that in mind.
Attach your driver's license, attach your social, all right? Attach a copy of the original identity theft report. If they try to verify the account, go ahead and use this law to go ahead and write a response letter to get the account removed. If you need credit help, and we'll go ahead and get you started. How to sweep your credit report in 4 business days.
Yeah, it's just amazing that this content is still online, but it is. It is. And I'm not going to judge anybody who falls for this, because most consumers are so desperate that they fall for it. Anybody got any questions? Because I will be hopping off here in just a few minutes. Got to go to the post office. And then go to lunch. And I got to send pictures of the tracking numbers to everybody, so they have copies. So 9 people have voted now, and everybody voted no, which is great. It's really, really good. This is your last chance to ask questions if anybody has questions. So I'm about to hop off of here. Be careful who you trust with your personal information. Just because you have bad credit does not mean that nobody wants your social security number. I used to be just like most of you and think that, oh, I got, bad credit. Nobody wants my social. Trust me, they still want it. All right, so let's see. I can stay online for a minute or two longer while. No, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, y'all. Remember, if y'all do want to sign up for either services, they're in the top of the live chat, also in the description of the video. Let me remove real quick. But yeah, that's all I got for now. Got to get going. Got to go to the post office. If y'all have any questions, you can leave them in the comments after the live stream has uploaded. I hope everybody has a great Monday, and I will see y'all on the next live. The champ. I was just fixing to get off of here, but I clicked back on here. I hope I'm still live. What's going on? Taking pictures of tracking numbers before I hop off of here. Oh, this is Experian. This way y'all can track your numbers, track your letters. But remember, we also file CFPB complaints, so you'll be able to track those as well. Through your email, they will give you updates, because unlike most of these companies, we use your email address to file complaints. We're not going to create a fake email address. That is not how you do this. If you have a question, let me know. I'm about to hop off of here. After I get done taking pictures of these tracking numbers. The champ, do you have a question? before I hop off of here. I was literally hopping off when I saw your name pop up. And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. I just didn't want to hop off of here with one of y'all getting on here, possibly having questions. All right. Well, it doesn't look like anybody else has any questions, so I'm going to hop off of here, get to the post office, grab some lunch, and I may go live again this afternoon, but if not, I will go live tomorrow morning. If y'all have any questions, leave them in the comments. Hope everybody has a great Monday, and I will see y'all on the next live.